I want to talk about 2 9s to finish up this show. 2 9s. Let's start with Stafford, number
Best
9
throw
in
of his life.
Well, the number of, if I had told you coming into the day, into that game, if I had told you that the Rams would give Brady way too many chances to beat them because the Rams offense kept turning the ball over, and I told you that, what would you say?
I would assume that they were Stafford picks.
Correct, because Stafford's not a big game player, and he would have been the one folding the tent for the Rams.
Absolutely. 100%.
Exact opposite. Exact opposite. He made so many throws. At one point, he was looking so good, and rightfully so. I reached out to NFL Network research to find out what is the record for passing yards by somebody making their divisional round debut. What's the record? The record is...
Did you get back?
I did.
Yeah.
It's Kurt Warner in his first year.
Of course.
390-something yards.
Yeah.
In a win. Jeff George had over 400 yards in a loss in his first divisional round play.
Wow.
He didn't reach those numbers, but not by his own doing, man. And then when it finally did fall apart and the Bucs tied it, Tom Brady came back from 27-3. You're seeing the memes, you're seeing the T-shirts, you're seeing all of it. Stafford made the throws. Made them. Didn't miss them. You could say, well, it was so easy, he's wide open. Ask Niners fans about the throw Jimmy G had to Emmanuel Sanders in the Super Bowl. If they'll want that one back. Well done, Matthew Stafford. Well done. And when they acquired Matthew Stafford, the Rams, their master plan, their ultimate plan, if you say, write it down, what's your master plan? Hosting the NFC Championship game for the right to play the Super Bowl in their home stadium. That's what their master plan is. That's what they'd like to have. Guess what they have? That. Way to go, number 9 for the Los Angeles Rams. Number 9 for the Cincinnati Bengals. We are getting lost in the Allen and Mahomes of it all for good reason. That was amazing. That was just amazing. And then, of course, Rodgers going out is another major quarterback story. And Stafford doing what he did for the Rams and Brady going out is another major quarterback story of a weekend with so many crazy things happened after the first game was done. So, you know, I understand it's the Bengals too, and there's a lot of Bengals fans who probably have a sore spot of being overlooked. But guess what? You know, you won 4 games 3 years in a row before all of this. So all of this is Joe Burrow. We're losing sight of how special this is, too. He might lose to Mahomes in the AFC Championship game and so on and so forth. But Joe Burrow, let's not forget about his rise from the Athens in Ohio. And I will point this out, and I know you might think it's trolling, but Ohio State didn't have a spot for him. They were going with Dwayne Haskins, who did look terrific against my team when he came in
who was amazing.
for J.T. Barrett, okay? And he did throw 50 touchdowns, okay? Yeah. So, but the ultimate thing is that Joe had to go somewhere else to do what he thought he could do, and that's where LSU took him, and he threw 60 touchdowns. 60.
Wow.
And sparked a cigar and put a ring on his finger for LSU. And then... don't forget, when he did take on Tua that year, it was like, well, the winner of this game is going to be first overall, right? And even after he beat Tua, the question is he really the real deal? Is he really the guy? And you heard comparisons to Tom Brady, too, coming in about smarts and toughness.
Toughness. Man.
Right. Toughness like getting your knee blown out after he was getting pummeled last year. Pummeled. Knee blown out, comes back. Joe Burrow is now one of the final 4 quarterbacks in the NFL. 2 years and 9 days to the day after he won the national championship for LSU, he was crowned as one of the final 4 quarterbacks in the NFL. A meteoric rise, to say the least. First overall drafted quarterback to make a championship game in his first 2 years. Joe Burrow. And you look at him and you're like, okay, nice run, man. Nice run. Nice run. You got Jamar Chase. Got a bunch of other weapons. Nice run. It's a good run. You know, a nice young kicker who, by the way, has got ice in his veins. Apparently, Burrow said, Evan McPherson said, prior to the kick, guess we're going to the AFC Championship game.
I love that.
So I like the swag by the coach and by all of them, and they're taking their cues from number 9. What a run by this kid that we're seeing right now. Yep. It's Mahomes, it's Jimmy G, it's Matthew Stafford, and it's Joe Burrow for the Cincinnati Bengals, man.
Who they?
And he got hit 9 times and taken down. And then multiple other times where he stayed up and he kept slinging it, sacked 9 times and won a playoff game. The only other human being in the history of the NFL playoffs who can say that, Len Dawson, Hall of Famer. 1966 AFL Championship game in 2021 divisional round. Joe Burrow one and done's the Titans after one and dunning Las Vegas, and now he's gunning for Patrick Mahomes. I'm all in. What a story. 2 number 9s. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.